My name is Jessie Zeckman, and I'm the product manager at Pearson for the Adult, Vocabulary, and Autism Spectrum Assessments.
Hi, my name is Nancy Castilleja. I also work for Pearson, and I'm a product manager for the Articulation and Language Assessments.
We're going to talk with you today about how to make sense of language test results that don't align with each other. When conducting a language assessment, it's ideal to use multiple measures, but when time with your client is limited, try to at least obtain a case history or patient chart information, a standardized or more structured assessment tool, and a checklist a family member can complete, or even a short interview about how the client functions at home, in the classroom, or in the community. Depending on what setting you're in, gathering information on the client's baseline status will also be important. In a perfect world, when you obtain multiple pieces of information from all the informants, the test results align with your clinical impressions, and you generally don't have to worry about making sense of the results. However, test results may not always align with either your clinical impressions about the client's abilities or with the other information you've gathered during the assessment. If you have conflicting information obtained from a conversation sample or different sources about the client's skills, then you have a dilemma, and you might ask yourself, which one of these results is accurate? I'm going to turn this over to Nancy to answer this question.
All right, thank you. I'm going to walk us through some information about why assessment results may not align. Language samples, semi-structured tasks such as interviews, and structured tasks such as a standardized test all use different formats to obtain information about your client's communication and language skills. These formats have tasks that are not necessarily the same level of difficulty. Some tasks are more comfortable and natural for a client to engage in than others as well. Each tool provides a different view of the client's abilities. A client may be much more relaxed interacting with a family member than with you, so you observe the client talking much more when than he or she did during the more structured testing. You may have heard more variety in sentence structures that you could elicit from the client using a more structured task, however. Note that the focus of each task is different. A case history or interview with families can provide a lot of information about the home life or the individual's communication abilities in the community because families know the client well. A case history depends on the family member's memory about a person's skills, though, and they may over or under report the client's current or baseline levels. A language sample can provide important information about certain kinds of language tasks, and you can observe social communication behaviors in real time as well. However, in a language sample, the level of vocabulary and the topics that I always want to say child because I tested a lot of peds in an earlier life, that a client uses may restrict your ability to observe as wide a variety of language vocabulary, language targets, or communication behaviors than a standardized tool might provide. Standardized tools include tasks based on test items that best discriminate between performance of typical speakers from those who have an impairment. But standardized measures can include more difficult tasks for clients, and clients may not be familiar with or comfortable doing those tasks. Each measure provides a different view of your client's language abilities. So rather than trying to explain discrepancies or report only results from measures that you consider the child's true ability, report all test results. Describe your client's performance on the tasks, any behaviors that may have affected the results. Explain how performance for social communication and academic or professional settings differs depending on the client's comfort level and the language demands of the task. We appreciate you watching this video, so thank you for joining us. Be sure and check your country's Pearson website for more information about testing and about Pearson products.